Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ellie if you've never been here before, and on this channel I upload whatever I want. Today I'm just having a very casual, nice, relaxed summer day. I actually just got finished applying to a couple more jobs. If you are interested in what's going on in my life career-wise, teaching-wise, job hunting-wise, then stay tuned with my channel because I will be putting out more videos and episodes regarding that. But this video is actually not going to be teaching related. I just finished applying to jobs and I just need to relax a little bit. I want to listen to my audiobook. I want to do bookish things. So this is going to be another installment of doing book stuff. I didn't do one in May and I miss doing it, but even more so, I'm so behind on my reading journal and I just want to complete it so bad. So this video is probably going to be pretty reading journal heavy, I feel like, because I have not touched my reading journal since sometime in April and it is June 4th. So we've got a lot of catching up to do. I want to take you with me. Other things that you might see me do in this video, might just do some cozy coloring while I listen to an audiobook, might do my nails while I listen to an audiobook, might read outside and soak up the sun. It's been such good summer weather so far. I know it's gonna get really hot really fast, but right now I'm just enjoying soaking up the summer sun. All I know is my reading journal is like top priority for me. So I'm gonna go and make a fun little beverage. I'm not sure what yet. It might be a matcha, might be just some type of lemonade. I don't know, but I'm gonna get that ready. You should as well. And let's work on our reading journals together because it's time. I just made myself an iced wedding cake latte. I haven't tried it yet, but one way that I make my iced lattes at home, I have a Breville espresso machine and I was buying syrups, which is fine, but I discovered that you can literally use like just regular coffee creamer, espresso, milk, ice, and then just pour some regular coffee creamer and it makes it creamier and flavorful. And I've been doing that, and I was at Walmart today and I was like, I need a new coffee creamer, I just don't know which one to get. Then I saw the Love is Blind one and it's wedding cake flavor. So I'm gonna try it. It's gonna be my flavor of the month. Taste test right here. That's good. It tastes like frosting. All right, I have my stuff here. I am going to start working on my reading journal. I don't even want to look at it, you guys. Like the past couple of months, the ones that I missed, it's just kind of a blur. I read 2 books in May. 2. That is why you guys have not seen a May wrap up, June TBR. You're gonna get a May and June wrap up, July TBR. Hopefully, as long as I keep up the reading in June. I will say I checked my Goodreads today and I have read 25 books so far this year, and we're barely almost halfway through the year. So we're looking at almost 50 books. That's not my goal, but in my head I'm like, maybe it's a goal of mine to get to 50 books. I've never read that much in a year in my life. I've never read this much that I've been reading this fast. Because I haven't read that much in the past couple of months and it's been so long since I updated, I might just have to like do what I can and forget it and move on and not be super like meticulous or like, oh, did I read this day? Did I read this day? Because I do have a daily reading tracker and that has not been updated. So I'm going to listen to my audiobook. Every time I do these doing book stuff videos, I like to catch you guys up on what I'm reading currently in this moment. And because you guys didn't get a June TBR, I'm just gonna say it here. I am gonna read my book club book, which hasn't been picked yet. I'm finishing the last book club book that we chose, but we haven't chosen. That's for like May technically, and we're meeting in June. But for June's book club, we haven't picked it yet. We're gonna pick it next week. But other than that book, I'm gonna read what I wanna read. I might still try to do my TBR videos. I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna be super like strict on myself, like picking a TBR and reading only from that. I'm gonna mood read outside of that. So I'm listening to The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. This is my first Abby Jimenez. Yes, I'm listening to it. I wish I was reading it. I think I would be having a better experience reading it. Honestly, I don't like reading really anything other than thrillers on audiobook. I love audiobook as a thriller though. Like it just adds to it. But any other book, the narrator sometimes ick me out, or just like, I don't know, the like expression and intonation, it just kind of like bothers me, but I could not get my hands on an e-copy. I could not get my hands on a physical copy unless I bought it, and I didn't want to buy it because I looked at the reviews and I've heard that this might be Abby Jimenez's worst book. If you agree with me, comment below. If you've read The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez, please tell me your thoughts in the comments, because I feel like might be the odd one out at book club next week when we talk about it. I'm just kind of not vibing. I'm kind of not. It's not terrible, but it's definitely not a 5-star. Anyways, I'm currently starting chapter 31. I'm 73% of the way through the book. I have 2 hours and 33 minutes regular time, but I have been listening to it on 1.5 speed, and I feel like that's a good speed for this book. So that is what I'm currently listening to, and then I'm also carrying over a book that I already picked for my TBR video, which is the one that I just don't want to read, but I'm gonna make myself very soon as well. And it's short, like I can get through it. And that book is Brushko. I talked about it in whatever my May TBR video was. If you're that curious, you can go check it out. I doubt you are. And then I'm also still reading Harry Potter 2. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. And I just passed like the 50% mark, and it's finally getting good. I'm not enjoying it as much as The Sorcerer's Stone, the first book, but I'm still really enjoying it, and now that it's getting good, I'm like, yes, I want to read. So after all of these 3 books, which I will probably finish my audiobook today, this is going to be the next book I read. And I have it on Kindle Unlimited. I don't know how much longer I have Kindle Unlimited, but I still have it somehow. So hopefully I have it just for a little bit longer, because I do have this on Kindle Unlimited, so I'd like to switch between them and just really immerse myself in constantly reading this. And then we'll see. I'm not even gonna say like what I'm looking at, what's calling my name, because I don't know. Let's get started. I'm gonna play this and I'm gonna look at what I have to update. I will show you guys what I did end up working on in my reading journal. I'll probably have to split it up because I don't see myself sitting here for hours and hours doing everything. So I might do a little bit today, a little bit tomorrow, who knows, but enjoy. It's the next day and I just finished updating my reading journal, which it's funny because I have been reading quite a bit yesterday and today, so there's even more to update, but that's for June. So I want to show you guys as we go through what I have updated. Here's my 25 and 2025, and I believe everything has been already updated on this. I have read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on my 25 and 2025. My 2025 reading goals, I have read 25. I've actually read 26 books now. I just finished a book yesterday, but we are so close to finishing our reading goal. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more reads, and maybe I'll get to those in June. So here is my bookshelfie. This is updated through May. I have 3 more books on this shelf, and then I'll be on the bottom shelf. Well, actually 2 more books once I update it. And I think I'm just gonna recreate this and do another shelf just like this on another page, another empty page. My physical TBR, all of the books that I've read on my physical TBR have been crossed off, and then I also added 1 more book to the bottom. And I did just buy 2 more books today that will be coming on Pango. And so I think I might have to do a page from the back, like pull a page and then do like a flip out. I think I still have like 51 books on my physical TBR, which is, it is what I started with when I started my Tackling TBR series. Same exact number. Yeah, I updated my Tackling the TBR thumbnails. I'm currently filming episode 13. I am behind. I should probably be like on these next pages, but it is what it is. We're moving at our own pace, okay? I filled in Sunrise on the Reaping, so I'm caught up on the Hunger Games. I've also filled in Daydream, so I finished the Icebreaker series as of right now. I added our April book for my friend Anna's book club. We read None of This Is True. And then for May, we read The Friend Zone, and I totally forgot to add that in there, so that'll have to be added. And then we're meeting next week for our June book, so we'll be halfway through the year on our book club. So exciting. I did add a couple books to the anticipated releases page. I added in Don't Let Him In by Lisa Jewell, which comes out this month actually. After I read None of This Is True, I want to read more Lisa Jewell. And then I did not know that Miss Jennifer Lynn Barnes is coming out with more books in the Inheritance Game series. I have not read any of the Inheritance Games books, but I love the Natural series so far, so I'm like, I feel like I would like them. So I did write them down. Probably won't get to them this year. For my buzzword challenge, I added How to Deceive a Duke by Samara Parrish. That's what I read in May. And then I glued in the picture for my April animals cover. And I never read a book in May that fits the eyes prompt, so I'm gonna try to, in June, this month, read a book that has a memory related word in the title with a celestial cover. Maybe I can find one that meets both, or maybe I will just have to do 2 separate books. And then also, hopefully one of the books that I read has a cover with eyes on the front, because I didn't get to that. But yeah, I glued in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Nothing on my alphabet challenge. Books by format. Unfortunately, I did only read 2 books, and they were both audiobooks. So, love that for me. But so far in June, we're already kickstarting. I think I will finish another book maybe tomorrow, maybe the following day. We will see. Books hauled. This is getting full. I added a few books that I've hauled. And I just bought 2 more, and they're not even both gonna fit. So I might do like another flip out, or I'll just make this books hauled part 1 and then do another page later on that's books hauled part 2, and then just different parts. My library reads has been updated. My 5-star Hall of Fame has been updated, so I've added in these covers. These are my 5 stars so far this year. I've had 8. It's been a great reading year so far, honestly. Like, not exaggerating, it's been a great reading year. So we'll see what June has in store. I did add a new vocabulary word. I did not know what the word apoplectic meant. I have updated my 2025 book bracket, and I can technically come out this far and already pick my top 3 of this one of my top 3, but I can't decide between Fourth Wing and Sunrise on the Reaping. I think Sunrise on the Reaping might be the winner just for its like wow factor, but the way that Fourth Wing made me feel as a reader has been unmatched. This was probably, sorry my eyes keep watering, I've yawned so many times. I'm cutting them all out, but my eyes are watering because of that. I can still update this as of today, which is the 5th, but this was hard to update. This was definitely hard to update. I only finished 2 books in May and they were both audiobooks, but those weren't the only 2 books that I was reading. I was reading physical books, I just didn't finish them or even get close to it. So my reading log has been updated. Look how many books I've read this year. It looks like so much more than it is, but it is 26 so far. So this is the days that I finished a book spread. I actually need to update this, and then we can flip to the next thing that I have updated, which was my spring staycation page. I think I showed you guys this during spring break, but I just added in all of the covers that I read. I just added in all the covers of the books that I read, and then I also finished filling in the ratings. So that's a fun one. And here we are for March. I don't think I showed you guys this in my last doing book stuff video. I might have shown you like the outline and things, but I have glued in all of the covers for the books that I read. I read 6 books in March. And then here we go for the fun stuff. This is April's. I decided to go with like a gardening theme because Ryan and I planted our garden. This was inspired through Pinterest inspiration, basically. But my favorite was Sunrise on the Reaping, so I put it nice and big up here. My average rating was a 4, which is pretty good. Average pages was 312.8, but my total pages was 1,564. And then this one, I just showed Ryan and he thinks it's his favorite that I've done. This is my May spread. I did honeybees. I was heavily inspired by Pinterest again. I just did a honeycomb texture in the background and I drew some honeybees if they will focus. I only finished 2 books in May, How to Deceive a Duke and None of This Is True. My average rating was a 4.25. Average page was 377, but total I read 754. And look at my yearly reading goal. Like this is probably going to be filled at least, maybe even more so by the end of June. Maybe not. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd have to read at least 7 books in June to fill this up, but we'll see. In my genre breakdown, my very sad genre breakdown. But that is my reading journal all updated. I know that my reading journal was a big portion of this doing book stuff video, but I had so much to update. I need to like actually keep up with it in June, so it's not that big of a deal. But now I have this much of my reading journal filled out. Angle. I'm in the shop. You can probably hear the lawnmower going because I'm outside. Ryan's working on the yard and I am reading. I think I'm gonna finish Harry Potter 2 today. I'm reading outside. It's supposed to get up to 92 today, which is going to be pretty hot, but right now it is only, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's warm out here, but I'm in the shade. It's 80 right now, but we are in an extreme heat watch according to the weather app. I'm also in the shade, so I feel really good right now. I'm drinking a Diet Coke. Right now, Harry Potter 2 is getting really good. I'm actually nearing the end. I'm 75% of the way through, so I'm definitely like getting to the part where the plot should be resolved soon. So very exciting, and I'm gonna put the camera down and actually start reading. of a while since I've checked in with this video, but I'm going to do my nails and start a new audiobook, so I wanted to take you guys along with me. I just finished a book today, but I haven't listened to an audiobook for like about a week now, and I've really been wanting to, but I've just been reading a lot physically and I just didn't pick out a new audiobook. But I just pulled a book for my Tackling the TBR episode that I'm currently working on, and I won't share it, so if you want to see that, you're gonna have to wait until that video comes out. But it's not a book that I want to listen to the audiobook for. And then the other book that I want to start is Iron Flame, and I also don't want to listen to that audiobook. So I was trying to be strategic about what audiobook I want to listen to, and it is time for me to pick a new book for the Buzzword Reading Challenge. The prompt for the title for June is memory related words, so it can just be memory, but it can also be remember, forget, forgot, forgotten, forgetting. And for this prompt, I was just looking on Libby, looking up all of these words, trying to see what appealed to me. And I saw a title that I recognized or that was familiar to me. I know nothing about this book. It's Spells for Forgetting by Adrienne Young. I've never read a book by Adrienne Young before, and honestly, the reviews that I've seen on Goodreads so far have not been the best. There hasn't been a lot of negative reviews, but they're all just kind of like average 3-star ratings. And I was kind of weary. Also, no one that I'm friends with on Goodreads has even shelved the book, except for Books and Lala. I follow Books and Lala on Goodreads, and she shelved the book as want to read, but she hasn't read it. But no one else has even like marked it as want to read, so there's not a lot to go off of there. But I saw a 5-star review that said, why are the ratings on Goodreads so low? And then basically they went on to like hype up the book and really recommend it. And they said, by the way, the audiobook is the way to go because there's a full cast of characters. So I'm going to start Spells for Forgetting right now. I'm gonna do my nails. I couldn't decide if I wanted to do another neutral color or a bright color. So I literally just took my swatches and kind of like shook them up and then pulled at random. And it was actually the neutral color I would have gone with. It's a color that I haven't used before. This is Rebel Nail Cappuccino. I will show you what my nails look like when they're done. It's kind of hard to see in the container. I'm gonna start my audiobook, do my nails, and I'll let you know how I'm feeling about the audiobook once I'm done with my nails. This is how my nails turned out. It's kind of hard to show you guys. They look just brown on camera, but in person, there's like a shimmer to them. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Audiobook wise, I didn't end up listening to very much of it. I think I only listened to like 15 minutes of Spells for Forgetting. Oh, about 20 minutes. I got 3% of the way through, and then my husband Ryan came home, and today was his first day at his new job. So we just talked for a while I finished my nails about how his day went. You want to say hi, Ryan?
Hi, Ryan.
Come. But I am, so far, just like in the 20 minutes that I've listened, I am interested. I actually didn't know like the location wise. So it's basically, I didn't even read the synopsis, guys. I know. It takes place on this, I'm assuming, fictional island named Saoirse. But it takes place in the Puget Sound, and if you know anything about me, I live in Washington, so I was just shocked when he was like, oh, I'm catching a flight to Seattle. I was like, huh? I think I should read the synopsis now. Emery Blackwood's life changed forever the night her best friend was found dead, and the love of her life, August Salt, was accused of murdering her. Years later, she is doing what her teenage self swore she never would, living a quiet existence on the misty, remote shores of Saoirse Island and running the family's business, Blackwood's tea shop, herbal tonics, and tea leaf readings. But when the island, rooted in folklore and magic, begins to show signs of strange happenings, Emery knows that something is coming. The morning she wakes to find that every single tree on Saoirse has turned color in a single night, August returns for the first time in 14 years and unearths the past that the town has tried desperately to forget. August knows he is not welcome on Saoirse, not after the night that everything changed. As a fire raged on at the Salt family orchard, Lily Morgan was found dead in the dark woods, shaking the bedrock of their tight-knit community and branding August as a murderer. When he returns to bury his mother's ashes, he must confront the people who turned their backs on him and face the one wound from his past that has never healed, Emery. But the town has more than one reason to want August gone, and the emergence of deep betrayals and hidden promises spanning generations threaten to reveal the truth behind Lily's mysterious death once and for all. Hi guys. I think this is going to be the last thing I do in this doing book stuff video, but don't you worry. Another one will be coming out in about a month, but I have a very exciting package. Pango book order. I placed 2 orders and I'll talk about them once I open them, but one of them hasn't shipped yet and this one already came in and I bought them both on the same day. So that's interesting, but I'm super excited about this. They really packaged this very well. I'm gonna have to give them a 5-star on that front. But I was hoping to be able to unbox both packages in this video, but the other one hasn't even shipped yet, so depending on when that comes in, maybe it'll be in the next one, maybe not. But they also put it in bubble wrap and taped that as well. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm so excited for this. You can probably already tell by the color of it. I freaking love Pango books. Are you kidding me? A brand new release. Doesn't even look like touched. Doesn't look red at all. And I got this for like maybe $10. I'm so excited. This is going to be a 5-star read. I already know. I read my first Carly Fortune not even a year ago, and it was her debut novel, Every Summer After. I read that in a vlog, I think. That book I loved up until the very end. And if you've read a Carly Fortune, you know that she tends to put a certain plot, certain trope in her books. And so that made me knock down the rating because I was like, oh, like it was so good up until that point. I read Meet Me at the Lake. Miss Girl did it again. Miss Girl did it again, guys. But I have not read This Summer Will Be Different. Is that what it's called? I ordered that one. That's the one that hasn't shipped. But this one follows Charlie from Every Summer After. And when I saw Sarah Caroli rate this 5 stars, knowing what she rated Every Summer After and how she felt about Every Summer After, I knew that I needed to get my hands on this. I have to read this summer. I have to read this like this month, next month. Carly Fortune's writing is just chef's kiss to me. If she doesn't include that one trope that she keeps including, they'll be 5-star reads for me. So expect to see this in a wrap up because it's also gorgeous. Anyways, guys, that's going to be all for this doing book stuff episode. I hope that you enjoyed. Stick around for the next one. It wasn't as exciting. I feel like some of the doing book stuff videos I've done, like it's been like Kindle unboxing, like cozy coloring, reading journal updates, library visits. This one was mainly reading journal updates, like I will admit that. The next one will hopefully have more things. Maybe I'll be better about keeping up with my reading journal so it's not that big of a portion. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you like me, then subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. And if you're watching up until this point and you've read this already, crazy, let me know what you thought, but don't spoil it for me. Or if this is on your TBR, comment down below. Let's be besties, because I'm so excited. Like this is the most exciting thing to happen to me today. Anyways, again, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.